Okay, so Gurukul is one of the part of Srila Prabhupada's vision as far as this whole Varnashram project goes along. Srila Prabhupada had three things in Varnashram. One was farm projects, which caters to needs of families and helps them to develop and cultivate their devotion in a peaceful environment and self-sustained and self-sufficient life. The second was this college thing, Varnashram College, which Prabhupada wanted to educate people, which was supposed to be attached with every temple. And of course, Varnashram project should have a college to train Kshatriyas, Brahmanas, and all these. They have to learn their skills. And the third thing is Gurukul. And the Gurukul, I think that's one of the main backbone, because these children are going to become a future generation householders in farms and also teachers in colleges. And of course, as far as at large ISKCON community, we need leaders, we need trained leaders, which is very much missing at the present time. In fact, especially when all our sannyasis have become old and they're about to leave, and we need next generation people. So, and also we need people and we need devotees who can actually carry this message. Message is in the books, but message is always, if you see historically, message is always kept alive by people in their behavior, in their character, and in their hearts. So that's the importance of Gurukul. We're trying to build future generations here, which will carry on this movement, and they'll be trained, they'll be pure, first of all, very important, because from childhood they are doing this. And we also need devotees to fight with materialistic civilization, as we know things are going really, things are not going in a straight line. It's going in hyperbola. It's exponentially increasing contamination. We need pure people to fight with that, and that's what Gurukul will cater to all these needs. How and why? First of all, Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, my spiritual master, he asked us to. He not really asked us, but he inspired all of us to start some projects, and many devotees, myself, Sangeetan Prabhu, and also Savarchi Prabhu there, and Gokul Prabhu. We all tried something. It was just an experiment. It just came along. It just manifested itself, and that's for good. And it's good we have different projects, because we are still experimenting is okay, I can use that word, but we are all trying something, and we can come up with different ideas, and so different projects, different ideas, the ideas which work, we can then keep them alive, and then nurture them. So it's good we have different projects. So Maharaj asked us, inspired us, so we started. And why we started, because how we started, that's like, we were looking for lands, and we just got land, and we had a congregation, and we had support of money, financial support, devotee support. And of course, one thing is that we also felt the need of this, because as a congregation is increasing in cities, they are unable to do devotion. We all feel that they are barely able to chant their rounds, and the more we inspire them, the more they get de-inspired, because they can't do. It's a problem. So, and they are looking for options. Everybody is messed up with their jobs, especially in the current Indian setup after this Modi government. Even government jobs have become very, very tight. So they need options. So we are trying to provide them option. Of course, it's an austere option for them, but I think eventually devotees will take to it. There'll be no, as you see, this cost of commodities are increasing. Everything is becoming so expensive, and children's education, that's another problem, especially for children. householders are worried about the children, not really worried about themselves, their education and their society. They don't want to send their children because they understand, anyway they understand their life is, every householder congregation understands they're not going to make it to Golok, but at least their children can do, they say frankly. So it's okay. So for children, they want to come. So we are trying to provide an alternative option, and devotees are thinking about it. So even if they don't shift to this project, our vision is they can get inspired and start their own. Of course, we can't bring the entire world here. The idea of these projects is to inspire people, and then they can start on their own things, small community, maybe 2 grahastas, shift on land, and they can show simple living, high thinking. That's what we are looking for. That's how we start. You see, the boys are going influx and outflux. That's what is happening. We had some boys. We had 8 boys. Three of them went, and then some then came. But now, presently, the boys we have, they are very stable. So we have like 5 boys. What my experience was in Gurukul last 4 years, that anyway, it's my experience. I don't want to tell it's a norm. But the boys which are from poor family, they're able to stay. But boys which are from rich family, it's difficult for them to stay. First of all, austere environment, they're pampered, and their parents, it's a big problem because they're from rich family. Their parents are always poking their nose. You don't have to do, my boy is having a scratch, please take care of it, and this and this, what did he eat, and it's like headache. So what we experience is poor family devotees especially, we don't take non-devotees, they just donate us their children. It's like they don't talk to them. And so it's good, like the energy we spend on them, some output will come. Because whatever rich people, about city boys and rich families, they can't stay in any of the projects, what I feel, at least in our project. So we have 4 boys. They are from Assam, few of them MP, one from Delhi, but all from devotee family and poor family. That's what we are looking for. And they are, actually these boys are assets, because they are doing more than brahmacharis, 24 hours busy. We don't have to take, the challenge in Gurukul is to take care of children, but these boys are taking care of us. It's like totally opposite. And they are very enthusiastic in learning. So we are teaching them scriptures, of course, Prabhupada. Philosophy, it just keeps on going. They grasp Sanskrit. We are teaching them. There's no Gurukul without Sanskrit. So, and some basic English, at least to write something they should know, read and write. And the main subject is moral. That's my vision. Of all subjects, we are focusing on moral subject. We want to develop their morals and character. So these 4 subjects are there, and then they are learning some skills, farming, and then cows, cooking. So that's basically it. And so now, after the camp, we will have 6 boys more. So there will be total 10. We have 10 boys. They're also all from village. See, that's a big question there, but as far as I'm concerned, I think these boys, you see, our vision is fixed. We want to make them brahmacharis and sannyasis. But that will not happen with all of them. But that's what I aim for, and we'll try for that. But boys which cannot stay brahmacharis, what about them? So they will marry. They might shift to some community, farm community, where grahastas are there. One option. Another option is, if they want to earn, suppose if they don't get settled in farm community, then we have 4 options. We will teach them organic farming. Anyway, they are learning, and there's a lot of future of organic farming in business. If when IIT professionals, they are going on organic farming. And then we'll teach them astrology. There's a lot of scope for astrology there. You can just sit in your home and earn lakhs of rupees just doing nothing, speaking some kind of nonsense. So anyways, that they can learn astrology, and then they can learn how to do yagyas. They can go Brahman initiated and they can do yagyas. That's a good thing for Brahmanas. Yajan, and they can earn in that devotee community. Ayurveda, I'm teaching them. So that it's a big business in this world, in West and everywhere. Ayurveda, if you know. So these 4 things, I think we can easily sustain anywhere. Astrology, Ayurveda, organic farming, and yagyas, and they don't need anything else to sustain their life. It's a clean profession, devotional profession, and then they can simultaneously preach and they can sustain their family easily. That's what I think. That's what I suggested. The phase 1 is we just want to take not from so well-to-do families. We don't know. That's our experience. Phase 2 is when we develop a good core of these boys. Then we might start taking, because then those boys will come. They will automatically they'll go with the flow, and then phase 3 is then we might take now we are taking above 9 years, because we can't handle small children. We need females for that, so males cannot do. So we in phase 3 I'm looking forward for bringing small children, but for that we need ladies, Matajis. But there's a challenge in that. If we for that, either we have to bring families, but if we bring families, there's a challenge, because we don't have electricity in our models, and the female is 24 hours busy in in the basic stuff, water and cooking, wood and this. So what I was planning is, there's one institution, SOS, if you know, Seva Souls, Christian institution, which actually caters to orphans, and their model is that they keep widows, old widows. So these widows, they're looking for some support, because they're widows, and they're old, so they can handle children very easily. So phase 3, what I'm looking forward is, if there are some Mataji's devotees who are widows, and there are, and they're looking for shelter, so they can come, and then they can handle like 4 or 5 children. So their model is, 5 children is okay for you in one house, then 5 children, small children for you, and then they easily do. SOS institution, it's going on for last 200 years. It's completely successful model. We talked to them, and I think we'll try for that in future. See, one thing is, all the parents, devotee parents who are living outside community, they don't want to give their child, because they want to give them modern education. See, the Gurukul problem is, they feel that they'll not be educated, because we are not giving modern education. And they might say anything, but they feel that. And especially when our Gurukuls, they don't have professional teachers. Here I just forgot this point. In Gurukul, we need professional teachers. That's my experience. Devotees cannot teach. It doesn't happen like that. I mean to say, okay, fine, 4 kids, and then you ask some brahmachari, okay, you start teaching this, and some grasta, you start teaching this. That never happens, because teaching kids, you don't just need knowledge, you need experience how to handle them. And actually, how to encourage them, because children become very quickly discouraged if you don't know how to really handle them. And children also lose respect very easily. They can sense, he's like clown and he's trying to teach us. Really, children are like that. They can easily teach us. He's just ready, he's just coming. So we need some professional teachers, and for that we might need to pay them. But I think we should not shy of paying them. I need to say it's a common practice in our institution, save money, and this grasta you do this grasta you do this, and okay, fine, things are going on. I don't think so it's going to happen. So we have a Sanskrit professional teacher for them. Devotee. Devotee, professional. He's a professional teacher, Sanskrit. And it makes a lot of difference. I saw a lot of difference. Like some devotee was trying to teach, they had learned nothing. So that's very important, professional teachers, and I think that will inspire parents to give their children. That's why I'm bringing this point, because parents always wants, is the education going nicely, even if modern education, and they want to see their learning, and we have seen it makes a vast difference. So, but having said that, parents don't want to give because they want degrees, and still they are not convinced. Many devotee parents. In parents also, maybe male is convinced but female is not. Especially females, it's a problem. My future, my child, and this and that. So my message is, if your child goes in modern education, he's finished. That's for sure. I mean to say, see, devotees are so proud, when children are small, my child dances on Hare Krishna, and whenever there's Aarti, he prays obeisances, but after 6-7 years, he'll do nothing. He'll just kick on your face. That's going to happen. It's going on that city. You can't help it out. I've seen so many devotee parents whose children were very devotional, and when they grew up and they become like 12, 13, absolute no interest. Absolutely no. They become demons, like almost like they're not listening to their mother, father, and they say it's all nonsense. So no matter how much they dream that they'll protect their child and maybe open schooling from the house, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. First of all, you can't teach children in your home. Open school is a failure because no matter how much you teach, in modern society, so we don't have a joint family. It's all nuclear. Parents don't have time to teach, and they will teach 2 hours, and then what the rest? Okay, YouTube is playing on, and then no friends. So it's a failure, it's a disaster. So they have to send them. If they want to save their kid, they have to send. There's no option. For males. For females, I don't know. Females, there's no Gurukul. For females, the advice is keep her in your home. Teach her something. And teach her some skills in the home and marry her. That's all. I think that's the option. And devotee and parents who do send their kids here, my message is forget them. That's all. Forget them. Don't just keep on asking what he's doing and what he's doing and this and that. You're spoiling your kid. Parents who are sending the kids, they should tell their kids, now you have to be there. We're going to talk to you. Once a week we'll talk to you. And that's it. You're not going to come back. If you're going to come back, we'll beat you, and then you'll have it. Then children stay. I've seen that. Even if once the parent says, okay, no problem, come, then he's gone. So it's like almost like marriage in India. When the female goes, parent says, no, it's over, Now you can't come back. You live or die, you have to be there. And then marriage is successful. But if they say, oh, no problem, come, we'll handle it, we'll see to it, then it's over. So they have to remember that they have given their children to Gurukul. In traditionally, Gurukul child will never go back home for 11 years. He's not going back. He has to stay there. If parents want to meet, they go and meet. So, and that too very restrictive. So, if they want to save the child, they have to little tolerate and affection and all these things. They have to leave, and then things will come up. So, that's all.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.